2023 ADMA P2 question 1. Solve the following systems of equations. So we have several methods we can use to solve a problem like this, but in this particular lesson we shall use the method called substitution, which is one of my favorites. So to use substitution method or the substitution method, you can make any of these letters the subject of the formula in any of the three equations and then substitute in the other two. So if I choose to make x the subject of the formula in the first equation, then I'll substitute the x in the other two equations and solve for y and x and then come back. I mean solve for y and z and then come back to x. So let me just show you what I mean. If you want, you can take these two to the other side so that x is the subject of the formula. But I think it will be much easier on my part, I'm not very sure about you, to just make z the subject of the formula, because I can just take the z this side and the 3 this side. So this will be x plus 2y, these two, and then I'll take the 3 to the other side, which will be negative 3. And then when the z goes to the other side, we have z is equal to this. So now I'll use this value of z to solve the other two equations by substituting x plus 2y minus 3 in these two equations. So let me just show you what I mean. So we have 3x plus y minus 2. So instead of writing z there, you can write this. Z is x plus 2y minus 3. And this is equal to 6. And then you can do the same thing here. You have 2x is 2x plus 5y plus z is this. So you can just write that. So now, as you can see, this is equal to 13. As you can see, you only have two variables now. So this looks like the kind of simultaneous equations you used to solve in primary school. So let's just simplify it. So we have 3x plus y, let's expand this, minus 2x minus 4y, and then plus 6, which is equal to 6. And then we do the same thing here. In this case, since this is a positive, we can just get rid of the brackets and rearrange the terms. So this one will be 2x plus x, so this and this, and then plus 5y, so 5y is with this guy here, plus 2y, and then you can take the 3 to the other side. So when you take the 3 to the other side, it will be positive 3, like this. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. And then next, let's deal with these guys. So we have 3x minus 4y. I don't want to waste too much time by rearranging. So I'll just say 3x minus 2x. So 3x minus 2x is x. And then y minus 4y, this is minus 3y. Then when you take the 6 to the other side, you get a 0, since 6 minus 6 is 0. And then 2x plus x, this is 3x. 5x plus 5y plus 2y is 7y. Then this is equal to 16. So now you can use any method of your choice at this point. you can either multiply this by 3 to eliminate the 3, or you can continue with the substitution method. So I think it's much easier to use substitution because we have a 0 there. So from this equation, we can make x the subject of the formula, or you can just solve it using the elimination method. So when you make x the subject of the formula here, you have x is equal to 3y, which you can substitute in there. So we have 3, instead of writing x in this equation, we know that x is equal to 3y. So you can have 3y plus 7y is equal to 16. So I'll use both methods in case you didn't understand what I just did here. So this times this is 9y plus 7y is equal to 16. Then when you add these two, you have 16y, which is equal to 16. And then you can divide both sides by 16 so that your y is equal to 1. So what I was saying on this stage is, if you want, you can just multiply the first equation by 3 like this. This times this will be 3x, this times this will be negative 9y, and then 0, and then 3x plus 7y is equal to 16. So now when you subtract, since we have the same coefficients and signs, when you subtract, you have a 0 there. You subtract, you have negative 16y there. You subtract, you have negative 16. Then when you divide both sides by 16, negative 16 rather, you have y is equal to 1. So now to solve for x, you can use any of these two equations. I think the first one is much easier, especially this version of it. So you can just say x is equal to 3y, and then x is equal to y is 1. So you can say 3 times y. Times 1, then 3 times 1 is 3. So this is our x, this is our y. So now we are not done because we still have a z. So to find the value of z, you can use this same equation. It's much easier using this, knowing that x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1. We can just substitute these two in this equation and simplify. So where we have an x, let's put our 3. Where we have a y, let's put our 1. And then minus 3 is equal to z. So this is just a 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus minus 3 rather is 2. So that means 2 is equal to z, or z is equal to 2, and you are done. So our values, we can say therefore x is equal to 3, y is equal to 1, and then z is equal to 2. You can even write them in coordinate form as 3, 1, 2. That's it.